Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be talking about this new model, which is open source, really good, which is called Flux. And this is a model that is breaking the internet right now because of how good it is. So announcing Flux by Black Forest Labs, the next leap in text-to-image model. So here you go, Flux, the largest SOTA open source text-to-image model today, which is open source SOTA. This one is magnificent. Developed by Black Forest Labs, the original team behind Stable Diffusion is now available on file. This is pretty interesting because Stable Diffusion 3 didn't live up to expectations that we had. The model is not as good as Stable Diffusion 1.5 was compared to its competitors. But this new model seems to break that paradigm. So Flux pushes the boundaries of creativity and performance with impressive 12 billion parameters, delivering aesthetics reminiscent of midjourney. Pretty interesting to play around. Here there's a demo page. We're gonna go there and here the models, okay? So they have the Flux DAF, which is the base model, open source with non-commercial license for community to build up on top of. We got Schnell, which is a distilled version. So we see that distillation again, right? Because we saw on the last video that I did on Gemma 2, distillation was pretty much the main takeaway from Gemma 2 paper, which shows that it improves the performance and accuracy of smaller models. So this it makes possible to compress the model, and that's speed the model by 10 times faster. Okay, so and there's also a Flux Pro, which is a closed source version only available through API. So here we can see the first image is pretty much seems like a 3D render of a Lego chef doing some sort of dish. There's some bouquet effect and the background is really good. This is, I would say, if you were to do this, you would need to model everything here on a software like Blender. I think it's faster to generate this image on inference than just render the image on Blender of something like this. I might be wrong on that, but I think this might be something to think about, because rendering an image, it might be that in the future we don't even render images. We use the input as some sort of source and you get render by diffusion, which would be faster than rendering the image itself. So there's some other image here. Okay, let's test the model. Here we are. You guys need to log in to test. Let's start here with additional settings. I'm gonna generate a square image. We're gonna use 25 steps and we're gonna generate only one image. Let's start with a simple prompt. Is a woman taking a selfie in South Korea. She's holding ice cream. It would be interesting to see what kind of image is able to generate. Okay, the image is not good, right? It kind of got the selfie stick right, but it didn't get the left hand. Let's test with the Schnell model, right? Let's test right here. I'm gonna change some settings. I'm gonna put 30 inference steps. And you guys can also test running on Hugging Face on this space by Black Forest Labs. You are able to generate a few images every day. So you can start using, I did something like a 3D cat render back and front. So I did this and it was able to generate a 3D model of a cat and it was two images, right? Showing the back and front of the cat. This time it didn't do 3D cat back and front. Let's try again. Here's the image that it was able to generate, and this model now seems to be better, right? We can see here the anatomy seems to be right. 5 fingers. She's not holding the ice cream right, but that's just a detail. She's holding a stick, but it's not a mic. It seems like a microphone. And there's some Korean text on the background. But I would like to see the prompt right here. Woman taking self holding. Let's try again. Let's generate a new image. Here's what I was talking about. You guys can see that it can generate the front and the back of the 3D image. So theoretically, this would be able to generate a 3D model already. So I don't think we are far off of being able to generate 3D models entirely by using text or even images as inputs. So let's see if this second image is better. If not, I'm gonna open Notepad here. This image is not better, right? It's very detailed. That's a lot of detail for sure. Yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't see her self-stick. stick. It might be the self stick is on the image itself. Let's write a prompt here. Let's write a woman taking a selfie. In New York. She is holding an umbrella with the right hand. She is wearing a Barcelona jersey. She was wearing a Barcelona jersey. Also wearing black glasses. Let's see what kind of image we imagine here. Some people in the background. Movie. Let's try this one. I'm gonna increase. Okay, third step. Let's see what kind of image we are able to generate. Okay, this would be a very interesting image to see. I would like to see if the model is able to come up with something that is very impressive. Let's see. Let the model cook, right? Depending on how many steps you use, of course, it's gonna take longer. And I'm generating 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. Okay, it's really good actually. It's not that bad. Not that bad. The woman here is holding her pickpocket.
Attenzione, pickpocket!
Okay, it's pickpocket meme, right? Okay, the jersey from Barcelona's really, really good. There's also a hack thing. Okay, there's definitely a really good. This is a really good image. She's not holding the umbrella, right? But it's the Iron Man poster in the back. Let's see. You can clearly see. Let's generate another image. I think I could improve this prompt. Some people in the background. I'm gonna remove the some people in the background. This prompt is pretty good. I would like some other thing here. But let's see what we are able to get. Okay, Iron Man 3. It's done the umbrella. It's interesting because it seems that she's taking the selfie. It's not just an image. She's taking this selfie herself. Barcelona, Marcela. I don't know. There's the Nike logo. Okay, it's not that bad, but let me umbrella. Let's take this. She's wearing a blonde woman in her late 20s. Taking a selfie in New York. Okay, let's be a little bit more specific and let's see what kind of image we are able to generate here. It should be interesting because this model seems to be able to generate real world objects such as the jersey from Barcelona pretty well. And I also see a lot of images because people of iPhones in the pictures, which is interesting because this model seems to be able to recognize objects really well. That's something that is very interesting. And when this capability, Black Forest Labs is also working on a text to video model. I would like to see how good that model will be if it's going to be a sort of competitor. Okay, so we generate that image. Here we can see kind of it's an iPhone. There's Iron Man 2 in the background. And we can see the Iron Man and the Barcelona jersey. The image itself is not really realistic. There's some people in the background. Yeah, but overall it seems to be a good image. It seems to be a good image. I think we could improve this image if we give it some metadata. The image is taken like if it were from a drone above her. Let's see what kind of image we can generate by giving this prompt. I would like to see if the model is able to generalize a view above this. This would be interesting to see if this would be a possibility, right? If the model is able to create this image. So far, I would say that it's a give or take of how good each image is. Some images are better than others. But let's see. Let's see how that will play out, right? It's almost done. And this one is good. It's a good image. Yeah, this one's pretty good actually. I think I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save this image. I'm gonna save in downloads. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can clearly see the logo of Barcelona. There's a car in the background. There's a blur. You can see Iron Man here. Iron Man 3. There's Donta. Yeah, it's a absolutely fantastic image, right? And you guys can see it's pretty sarcastic on how good you get an image. Sometimes you don't get a really good image, but yeah, this one so far is the best. I'm gonna be doing some tutorials soon on how to use other tools locally, use some text to image models locally. I think that's gonna be very interesting. Okay, so this is pretty much this for today, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.